Google. Let's go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host Mark, and welcome to an unboxing and first impression on the brand of Givenchy. This is from their flagship line, the Gentleman line. This one called Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum Réserve Privée. Now, the flagship of Givenchy is kind of a stolen idea, to be quite honest. It's not the most unique flagship line in the game. However, if you're going to steal, might as well steal some of the best in the game. And honestly, personally, for me, the Diodome line is probably the best modern line in the men's line in the past 20 years, 30 years. I'm trying to think of another line that I feel has that kind of statement. This is DHI here, DHP. Because, well, this line is kind of built upon, and I also have my original Diodome somewhere up there somewhere. But anyway, this is the darker DHs. And the reason why they're out, and Valentino Uomo Intense is out, and of course my Gentleman collection, is because these are all similar. Now this is of course the originator with Diodome. And I believe personally, if you're asking me which one is the best, I would spend extra money to get the Christian Dior's. Honestly, as far as blend and as far as how good they are, longevity, projection, you're gonna get your money's worth. I feel these are some of the best that designer brands can really give you as far as darker scents go. DHI, I love it. Now this of course is a pretender of it, an excellent release, but it's discontinued and now probably fetching the same price as a bottle of this kind of stuff. So it's better to go this way. As far as these are this is an excellent line, by the way. I'm not poo-pooing the line. They're very, very good. I actually really like this line. The ones I own here, all three, are in the rotation with me. They're not collecting a lot of dust. They might be collecting some dust because of how big my collection is, but every time I wear these, they're excellent to, you know, some of the best in the game as far as that DNA. I love that DNA. Anyway, Givenchy, you know what? The one thing that is coming to mind is Givenchy pie. What happened to that? You know, vanilla's in, and so is lavender, but those are the two notes right now that are in. I would love to see Givenchy flanker up Givenchy pie, like a return of Givenchy pie. Even, I know how redundant this sounds, but like an EDP version of it or something like that, that has maybe, you know, darker nuances to the vanilla. I would like to see that actually. That bottle has endless possibilities. That fragrance has endless possibilities. It's very much unisex. I'm on the club of bringing back Givenchy pie flankers to the line of Givenchy. You don't have to just focus on the Gentleman line, but they've been doing pretty good with the Gentleman line. So let's get back to this one. The noses behind this, two-headed monster, two noses that are absolutely two that I respect, Lorson and Cresp. This was released in 2022, and look at this. This used to be the telltale sign of a fake. Remember when back in the day when a sleeve on a box would just tell you this is a fake right away? Now brands are actually utilizing these, and it's a legit, like I got it at Shoppers. You see the sticker right here. All my Canadian friends, you know that Shoppers Drug Mart sticker right here tells you that this is a legit fragrance. I got this with my points actually. So this was free 99. Obviously not. I've spent money to get those points, but this was an expensive purchase of my points, but there's not much at Shoppers for me to really purchase to get with my points. Electronics and fragrances is usually my go-to. But anyway, this fragrance, okay, so first impression, kind of not really. I smelt it on a strip at the store because back in 2022, this bottle has been collecting, this box has been collecting dust since then. Again, you know me, if you know my channel, I've been unboxing like crazy. These are all 2022, 2023 purchases. I'm just trying to catch up here once I return back on YouTube. So anyway, This fragrance I smelt on a strip. That's it. I smelt it. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty decent, because I'm a fan of the darker one. So I was like, I'm going to get it with my point. So I did. So let's unbox this. And the big thing about this one is the whiskey and the chestnut. Those are the two notes that really stand out. It has the iris, the orris root, obviously, like the rest of them. But those are the two notes that people, you know, really want to gravitate. They want to know if they're strong notes in the fragrance. And oh, this is new. Like Givenchy, like signed in the box. I don't remember seeing that in other boxes. I might be wrong. So this one, a shorter bottle. As you can see, they're cutting corners on the use of glass, I guess. I don't know. And again, I'm a fan of this look. Like, it's got that amber brown look to it. It's actually really gorgeous bottle. The sticker, this is a sticker in the middle. I can see that. But let's smell this thing. It's been a while. I haven't smelt it since that shopper's sniff on a, let's put on a strip first and see what I get. And it's gonna be my scent of the day today, but yeah, this is really nice. So what it does is it has this ambery glow to it with the iris. So they say boozy. I don't know. It's not, it's, you know, brands utilize different notes to almost give out a boozy note, we'll say. So that's what could be happening here. So that iris is buttery. It's smooth. It's gorgeous. It's probably one of the better, you know, going against the Diatoms. This is probably the line I would recommend now if you want to get that buttery iris. It's beautiful. It's a little vegetal too, the iris. It's warm. There's a little bit of sweetness. There's a little bit of that chestnut. I can sense a little bit of that chestnut. Boozy, you know, if you're, I don't know, they're using an ambery glow and a little bit of, I know there's no spices in the note breakdown, but you know what I think is in here? And it's not listed. Benzoin. Why? Because I'm getting a caramel glow. Benzoin gives out like a vanillic caramel accord, and I'm getting it here, and that's what I'm getting, benzoin. And I know it's not listed as the notes, but ooh, that's what's giving out this syrupy. And so whiskey, no, boozy, that benzoin is tricking you into that. Now, comparing, this is highly compared to, I believe, DHI. It might be DHP, but DHI. I can see the correlation. They're both built for the same type of occasion, night out, date, cooler weather. I can see both of these doing the same thing. Yeah, the whiskey note. See you later. It's warm. There's some sweetness. The chestnut is there. So it kind of reminds me of like a DHI meets a Stronger With You flanker, if that makes sense. So it is piggybacking on what's popular. It's not anything new. It's well blended. You got two all-star perfumiers, Lorson and Cresp, are amazing at their craft. It's a little powdery. There's some sweetness here. There's a vanillic sweetness. And that's where I'm thinking, you know, amber, yes, but I'm thinking benzoin because of that caramel. Like there's no, nutty. Yeah. Okay. So my first impression on this, as warm and comforting as it is, it doesn't have the power of a DHI or DHP here. Already, I'm feeling like this fragrance has no push. That's how I feel right now. I feel like people are gonna have to come closer to me to smell this fragrance, and that's not a bad thing, but it could be for certain people. So at the end of the day, right now, first impression, the big things that people want to hear from a fragrance reviewer is the two sexy notes, well, the three sexy notes, right? Chestnut, iris, and amber. So let's go through them. Amber, or whiskey, sorry. Whiskey, let's go through that one because that one's the big thumb here. And honestly, as far as my experience, I'm not getting a boozy feel out of this fragrance. Yes, there's a orangey glow to the fragrance. There's an ambery accord in here. I feel like there's benzoin in here. There's a caramel hue. There's some vanillic tendencies very lightly, so it gives it some sweetness, but it's warm and sweet at the same time. Whiskey, it could give you the idea of it, but I wouldn't be on the cusp of saying this is a boozy fragrance at all. It's a warm, comforting, sweater weather kind of fragrance to me. Chestnut, yes, it's in there. I get a mild nuttiness. I don't think it's stronger with you type of level in regards to the nuttiness. It is. Yeah, beautiful opening. Not boozy, warm though, comforting, all that good stuff. It has, I would say, a caramel ambery hue, which depicts this brown color here with the beautiful iris. And that's pretty much it. There's not much more to decipher here. Is it a worthy flanker of this line? Yes, absolutely. I would recommend to sniff this one out. A very solid composition. I don't know what it's going to give me in the back end, but I love these kind of compositions just because the iris is so upscale and beautiful. And then whatever you put in the back end to warm it up, amber, benzoin, whatever it is. Oh, it has a chocolatey feel to the fragrance, and I know cacao is not listed in this one, but yeah, I'm definitely getting it now. And that nutty, it's beautiful. It's a good release. Yeah, so I'm a fan of it. I'm happy to have it in my collection. It is going to be in the rotation. I think it's good enough for that. I don't think it's going to be something I'm going to ignore, but is it something new in the game? Not really. It really pulls from a lot of different fragrances. I can't think of a fragrance that does all of this together. Oh yeah, that chocolatey facet, 100%, like when I did that extra spray, is coming out now. That cacao. And that's why it's starting to remind me a little bit of this, yeah. That iris is beautiful in these releases. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below, good or bad. Let us know about this particular release. I like the different bottle design, personally. They've changed it. Not a bad release from Givenchy as usual. Very happy to have it now in my collection and finally unboxed, so now I can wear it in the winter. It is still winter here. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.